Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. I just witnessed two absolutely insane games. Inter Milan versus Bayern Munchen and Arsenal versus Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals. This is what we live for in the Champions League. The big moments and the narratives that come after the games. Let's jump into it. First game I want to look at is Inter Milan versus Bayern Munchen. I had less focus on this game, so I don't know exactly what happened. But the momentum here pretty much gives a good picture. The Bayern dominated the majority of the first half. Then Kane had that great opportunity around like 30th something here, maybe Kane chance. And then after that, Inter started holding on to the ball, doing majority of the stuff in the game. Then the second half started. It was once again Inter. Then from here on, it was just Inter defending, which they did really well. Then obviously Müller got the goal at the end, and then Inter come back immediately. And look, I said it before the game. This was a game where Harry Kane and Mikel Olise had to carry Bayern Munchen offensively. And that's what they did for majority of the game. Like Olise had a good game. Kane had a good game, but just when it mattered. A huge opening chance. Goalkeeper doesn't even move for it. Hits the post. And like Kane, Ballon d'Or ranking now goes down at least 2-3 spots because this is what the big players get deserved for. This is what the big players get praised for. This is the big moments, and Kane just didn't take the big moments. 6 shots in this game, not a single goal. You just cannot rely upon Harry Kane when it comes to goal scoring in big games. Olise, good game. Leimer had a good game. My midfield, like defense, they did their thing. But Inter Milan, they knew what they wanted in this game. They wanted a victory, and that's exactly what they got. They were not that good with the ball, having huge problems moving out of the press due to Bayern München's press. But from the counter, when that ball went through, absolutely deadly from the counter attack. The first goal was a beautifully. Lautaro wins it, gives it to Thuram, plays the 1-2, gives it out to the wing. They always love that switch to the wing and then back inside. Martinez with the finish there. And same thing for the second goal. Augusto gets the ball on the left-hand side, puts it inside for Fratesi to score. And Bayern München, another cross to the back post, similar to how they did versus Celtic. But looking ahead for the second leg, it's going to be really tough for Bayern. This was the game for Bayern to get something out of this game. Obviously, Musiala will be back for the second leg. I'm very sure of, but he will not be in great condition, in great fitness. Having to play Guerrero as a 10, it definitely has to question Bayern München and what they wanted to do in the future. But Inter Milan in a very comfortable seat ahead of that Champions League semi-final on the right-hand side. Moving on to the next game, the more talking points, Real Madrid versus Arsenal. I went into this game, despite me hating Madrid so much, I just hate everything about Arsenal, the overratedness, what their fans say, every single thing, especially as a PSG fan. I mean, Arsenal fans keep bringing up the game that happened 7 months ago as it was a relevant thing. But I'm trying my best to put all of that to the side, to strictly look at this game completely unbiased, and great performance from Arsenal. Because for me, the biggest thing, especially when it comes to the Champions League, is mentally. And I never felt the Arsenal players were mentally weak in this game. I don't think they respected Madrid. I don't think they feared Madrid. And that's the exact way how to beat Real Madrid. You cannot respect this team. You cannot give them any ounce of respect or rateness, because that would get into the Madrid player's mind, that would get into the Arsenal player's mind. But Arsenal just played a complete professional performance, very great defensively. Like the only chance I remember that was like a big enough chance was the Kylian Mbappe opportunity. We'll come to Madrid in a moment. But Arsenal, a very great performance. This is exactly what you need to do in the quarterfinals. But we do have to mention it was due to individual brilliance, taking that 2-0 lead. Declan Rice, he will get immense PR. I think revisionism on his season, this season at Arsenal, will change just because of this performance. Because this is, moments-wise, one of the best. I mean, this is definitely Declan Rice's biggest moments of a career. Maybe potentially Arsenal's biggest moment in the Champions League in their history. Like, this was a huge performance from Arsenal, a huge result to get Merino getting a goal there towards the end. And Lewis Kelly, I don't know that much about him. I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans rate him, and I understand why they rate him. Had a very good game. Rodrigo never going past him. And then Mbappe and Vinny on this side. Like, So many times Saka and Odegaard, or the ball was just lost here on the right-hand side, and Vinny and Mbappe absolutely stink. Like, this fucking guy absolutely stinks. I don't know why he gets a 7. These rating apps, they're extremely diabolical because they make absolutely zero sense. Both Vinny and Mbappe had a disasterful game. Disasterful game. I never felt Mbappe was in this game. I never felt Vinicius was in this game. They never could get their foot in this game. And then Jude Bellingham, it's just another one of these mid performances. Great pass to Kylian Mbappe, and maybe one good other pass. But apart from that, just invincible game from Jude Bellingham. Camavinga actually was probably one of Madrid's best players in this game, despite getting the red cards towards the end of the game. Modric, I don't even remember what Modric did this game. Like, I didn't even see Modric calm under pressure. Like, when he got the ball in a pressured situation, he always just threw it away. Rodrigo, mid-performance. All the Saka-Rodrigo debates, well, Valverde, Asensio, Rudiger, Alaba, Courtois, another huge game by Courtois, but it was just too much. Just too much. The Merino chance, very hard to save, and then the Declan Rice chance is pretty much impossible to save. Like, when you get precision plus power on free kicks, it's absolutely impossible. If we look at the thingy, yeah, you can see Madrid, they had their small moments, a good chance, a good opportunity. They just didn't take it. And that's, I think, what went away from Madrid's Satanism. Usually they get a Fugazi goal, they're 1-0 up at halftime. Arsenal fans' confidence go down. And obviously, I do need to mention, it is about these two moments. These two free kicks is what shaped up the game. Because if these two free kicks did not happen, again, it's an if, but it's a free kick. If that didn't happen, I don't know how this game would have ended. Maybe Arsenal, just towards the end, get like a 1-0, maybe make it into a 2-0. But those free kicks, huge prop for Declan Rice. Two incredible moments. When he scored the first, I was amazed. When he scored the second, I became insane. Looking at the stats, 54% possession to Arsenal, 46 to Madrid. Madrid had the ball, just couldn't do that much. Arsenal, you still expect them from a performance like this to have more XG, to create more big chances. They had 12 shots, 11 on target. They had a lot of shots against Madrid. Courtois needing to bail them out. And looking at the second leg, Inter Milan and Bayern, Inter Milan getting a good performance and a good result away. They are in favor, obviously. I think maybe 70% to Inter Milan and 30% to Bayern. But when it comes to the Madrid-Arsenal, it's over. It's over. So, obviously, I'm expecting us to go through versus Aston Villa, but I can already start preparing myself to face up against Arsenal in the semifinals. I just cannot see Madrid. They have done the voodoo. They have done the black magic. I just can't see this happening, especially because Arsenal, they're good at sitting compact. They're good at sitting defensively as a block. And that would be very hard for Real Madrid to do anything against in that game. And Arsenal could get a Fugazi goal in the second game, and then it would be even more over for Madrid. So I think there's no hope for Madrid in the second leg. Bayern can still have hope because they played well. They just need to be extremely clinical and defend better versus Inter Milan. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts on these two Champions League quarterfinals. That's been it from boy PSG. And as usual, allez, Paris.